What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. Today we're going to talk about jerks at the gym. So my buddy over here, Jackson, sent me an email, and it's basically about how he was at the gym training when some 45 to 50 year old man comes over and says, first of all, I'm going to be 40 this year, so 45 is not that old. Just saying. Hey, bud, I'm not trying to rush you guys or nothing, but could you hurry up? He said, first of all, I cannot stand being called bud. He's 18 years old. And he said he just did 3 sets and his partner did 2. All the sets were normal tempo, 10 reps. So it wasn't like they were hogging the machine. They were just, doing their thing. And the guy asked him, how many, but he asked him, like, could they hurry up? Now, here's the deal. He asked me, is this like a normal thing with the older generation? Now, here's the thing. Older generation, I'd say no. Because when I was younger, I would actually be in the gym. Well, I mean, there are older people that don't like to share their machines. There was like a fucking 75-year-old lady one day on the cable crossover machine. And she's doing crossovers, and there was only one crossover machine in the gym. And I was getting ready for a show. So I walked up to her and I said, hey, can I work in with you? She goes, no, I have 10 more sets. You can wait. And I was like, I mean, what the fuck was I going to say? She was like 75. I wasn't going to scream at her. I wasn't going to yell. I wasn't going to throw her out of the way. I wasn't going to take the machine away from her. So I just fucking sat there and waited. I mean, that was like the last exercise in my fucking, my routine for that day. And back then, I stuck to my routines. I did what I had to do. So I waited. But I definitely remember being younger when someone would be on a machine that I needed or a bench or something like that. And it was like maybe a younger kid or an older guy or whatever the case may be. And they're benching and they're doing like multiple sets, like 10 sets of 10 or some shit like that. And I needed that fucking bench. In my head, honestly, this is what I was thinking. This is what a fucking douchebag I was when I was younger. In my head, I would actually think their workouts are not as important as mine is. I have a show coming up. That takes precedent to any fucking thing else that would be going on in this gym. So therefore, I should have fair fucking game of anything in this fucking gym anytime I want it because I got a fucking show coming up in 10 weeks. And that was my attitude. And you would go up and sometimes take machines from people. Like, they'd be in between sets. They'd go up there, take the fucking pin, move it, not even say a word to them and fucking use the machine. And they would go back and just be like, okay. And they would do their set. I'd fucking take the pin, do my set. Like, you're basically kind of going up and out-alphaing them to let them know that it's your fucking machine and you got shit to do. But the polite thing would have been to walk up to them and say, hey, man, can I work in with you over here? I got a show coming up. I'm really trying to keep my pace. Like, that would have been the right thing to do. But the asshole thing to do is what I did. And would walk up and just take the machine away from them. Or there were times where I walked up and somebody was using a machine, like a push down. They were using a straight bar. And like they just literally walked away. They were like stretching their arm or something. And I took the fucking bar off the fucking cable and put a rope on it. Started fucking doing extensions. They turn around. I'm over there doing extensions with a fucking rope. The guy's like, I wasn't done with that machine. I was like, I didn't know that. You walked away. And I continued doing my set. The guy's just standing there like, what the fuck? I mean, these are the things I did when I was younger. So when I tell you guys, that I used to be a fucking douchebag, tool bag, I'm not lying. I mean, I used to do shit like this. And that attitude really kind of overflowed into real life. And I'll give you an example. I remember I was younger, maybe in my early 20s, maybe 22. I was sitting right around 22, I was about 270 pounds. Okay, and I was benching 405 every week for reps. And, I got like 495 for one. And I felt specifically very strong this day. And I was going to be getting ready for a show starting in like a couple months. And I was building mass. And I was, I am the fucking shit, plain and simple. And I go to the bank and I have to wait in a line. And there's 3 or 4 people in the line. So it's taking a little bit of time. And in my head, I'm like, I don't have time to wait for the bank. I need to go home and eat my meal because I have a fucking contest. I have this. I have to grow because I got my fucking bench press PR today. Like, all this is running through my head. Like, I'm in my own fucking reality, which is what these people are that you're talking about. It doesn't matter your age. You can be young or old. And I was like, I should just fucking move these people and go to the front of the line. The guy that's at the teller right now, just fucking move him out of the way and do my banking. Why shouldn't I do that? I'm fucking bigger. I'm stronger. I'm better. I am better than these people because of what I do. They don't understand. Fuck them and their jobs and their families and everything else. I got a fucking show. I got to fucking get home and get a meal. Like, that's the thinking that I had. And then it went a little bit further than that. The longer I waited, the more frustrated I got. And back then I didn't understand that when you're on steroids and different anabolics and androgens, that your temper starts to go up and you really start to kind of lose your shit faster. And I understood a little bit later on in life that what it was and I could control it. But I was like, I should just pick up this fucking post right here. Like, they have the post with the velvet ropes to keep you in line so that, they keep everybody going in one direction. I was like, I should pick up that fucking post, rip that fucking thing off, and throw it through that fucking, it's bulletproof glass. It's not going to go through the fucking window. And I should throw it through that fucking window to get my point across that I'm not waiting in fucking line. Like, this is what's running through my head in line. All because I had to go home and get a fucking meal in. My meal was more important than all of these other people's lives. Now at 40 years old, well 39, but I consider myself 40 because fuck it, I just round up anyways. At 40 years old, life is completely different. I don't look at it like that. I look at it as everybody's workout is just as important as mine. Their lives are just as important. They have just as much shit going on. They have the same things, thoughts, fears, anxieties. They have all that shit going on like I do. And I'm just another fucking speck on the globe like everyone else, just going about our daily business. And, nowadays, if I was at the gym and I saw these guys, Jackson and his friend, I would either say, hey, can I work in with you? And then just adjust the weight, do my set, and then put the weight back to where they were for them, work in. Or just say, how many sets do you guys have? Okay, cool, I'll wait. It's no big deal. I can do something else until then. You know what I mean? Go fill up my fucking water bottle, or do fucking barbell rows, dumbbell, a set of dumbbell, do something else besides fucking tell these guys that they gotta hurry up. And that comes with maturity. And not all people, because they're older, are mature. Okay, so that means that these 50-year-old guys, just because they're older doesn't mean they're mature. So no, it's not common for older guys. Yes, it's common for fucking tool bags, period. And if the people are mature, they can be any age and still fucking not act like that. So biosafetraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biosafetraining.com is a blog. It's the Mature Bios3 Bicep, and we're out.